Hi everyone, it's Nat here. Hope you're doing well. I'm on with Friday Book Haul, open collaboration. Add the hashtag Friday Book Haul in the description box and join in. That'd be wonderful. Love seeing what secondhand books that people find for their crafting. So I have a few to get through. I'm just dragging them in bag by bag and going through them with you. I can't even remember what I've got in there. I'll start with this one. It's Indoor Plants, Comprehensive Care and Culture. Now, I had a bit of time this last time at the bookstore to rip some of that. I hate seeing books go to the recycle bin with their beautiful colour pages in them. So, had a bit of time to rip some out. I love this because it's a gardening theme. So, that'll be great for the inside cover of some journals or pages within. Or signature covers. So of course I had to take them out and look at that picture. That's gorgeous too. It's another one with some leaves. So I saved them from doom. Now I've got a checked cover. That's pretty basic. So it's got really nice black and white illustrations. Copyright 77. But yeah, I like the black and white illustrations in this one. Nice matte pages as well, and a nice size, so I could fold them up and make pockets actually. That would be lovely with these. Let's make a whole lot of pockets and then put some nice colourful journaling cards or tags in them. Could even watercolour them if I felt the urge. This was in there as well. That came out of something. It was in the recycle bin anyway. So I grabbed it, put that as a page in a journal. Put that back in there. Some more end papers. Nice blue ones. This is Trains of Australia. It's a bit glossy. Not sure about the date on that one. Looks quite new. Oh, looky, it's got stamps. I don't know why I get so excited about stamp pictures when I have hundreds of stamps, but I do. So I just think they're the best form of embellishment. They're so pretty. There's so many different themes. So there's some really nice pictures in here, modern ones and your vintage pictures. I really enjoyed doing my train/engineer journal, so I'll probably make another one day. The car. It is 1979. So probably got a lot of cars in that are worth a lot of money. I know the cars that we were driving around in the 70s, the Kingswoods and the Tiranas, the SLs and that, they're going for heaps now if they're in good condition. So again, some vintage pictures, but some modern ones as well. I love these vintage ones. They're beautiful. And that illustration. So yeah, some great fodder in that one. This came from somewhere. It is a map with angels and people fighting. But pretty cool. Flying colours, featuring over 1,300 military aircraft markings and colour schemes. Again, very glossy, but as I've said over and over again, it does not bother me at all. Yeah, I just love the pictures and that, and I think if we're always going to look for vintage stuff, that, you know, we're not going to be recycling that much, you know, because yeah, there's a lot of this sort of stuff that goes out to the bins, and it's a shame to let it go with the beautiful pictures that are in here. So this is 1990 looks like, reprint, but look at the size and the fussy cuttability of the pictures. Heaps of them in there too. So that'd be great fun for glue booking or making some big journaling cards. Great Explorers with Don't Tell Me, some more end book pages. I love the pictures in this one. 1970, 1995. I was going to say 79. It's very glossy and new for 79. But yeah, just beautiful pictures. This is Larue's Encyclopedia of Animal Life. $19.71. Oh, it's a thick book. So lots of black and whites, and it does say it has colour plates. So it's a harvest. It's always hard to harvest these ones because I always want to keep everything. Usually I firstly go for the themes that I have in my mind that I like and I think others might like bats. I do harvest bats and of course, yeah, big cats, giraffes and elephants, that sort of thing. And birds. Lots of gorgeous pictures. Ooh, peacock. Oh. Oh, it's good exercise. It's like weightlifting. Cats and kittens. This is a big one as well. This one is 84. They're quite big, but some of them you could cut down for page flips and that sort of thing. For all you cat lovers out there. Okay, so the next pile, a lot more big ones. This is Creative Applique. I see a lot of these go in the bin, the crafty ones, especially the quilting and applique ones. There are so many of them. So I'm trying to avoid having to save them all. But occasionally I see one that I really love the style of the pictures on them, because it is something I'd like to try. Don't know if I'd ever do it very neatly or perfectly, but I think it would be nice on some covers, so one day. 1989, this one, and it's got the patterns in it. That's gorgeous. And it's got some beautiful ones. Some good ideas. Love that sort of thing. I'd like to give that a go one day. All the things I want to do one day. But I'm so slow at doing anything that I'll probably never get any of it done. but we can all dream, can't we? The Living Earth Polar Life. $76. So it's got some vintage pictures in it. Wow, a whale. It looks unrealistic, doesn't it? Like these little pictures. And the penguins. So not a lot in this one, but a few pictures that I'd like to take and keep. I like the polar bears and penguins and that sort of thing. Mission to Planet Earth, and some more end book pages. $19.92, so some really cool space pictures. Again, great for glue booking. I've seen some awesome glue book pages done, or art journal pages done with planets in the background that I want to give a go in the future. End book pages, botanical ones, which are nice. Kew Gardens for Science and Pleasure. Oh, I love that cover. So it's gifted in 82. Yeah, so that is the copyright date. Oh, this has some lovely pictures. Some of the photos are nice as well. They're like scientific pictures, aren't they? They're really nice. Told you I tried to pull out all the good end pages. I didn't have time to pull them all out, but nabbed a few good ones. Garden Styles, an illustrated history of design and tradition. That one's a bit broken. This one is 89. Now there's not a lot, but some are so beautiful. Something like that I'd use as a background for a glue book page. And some illustrations. So definitely one to go through and harvest from. Be interesting to have a peruse through as well. Veteran and vintage cars. $19.74. Look at those pictures, they're really cool. The Shape of the World, the Mapping and Discovery of the Earth. This might be interesting to read as well. beautiful picture as a background. It's 1991. It's very glossy. Nice vintage pictures. That's interesting. Great for steampunk. What are they doing? Not sure. I'm not going to read the whole page to see. Oh, hanging around there. Interesting book. Oh, sorry. Intelligence in animals. I like how they don't have a picture of man on there. 2000 by the looks. It's all right, I think it's my son. I could hear some water going and I started panicking because we did have a pipe burst the other day, well, a week or so ago, and it made a big mess in the bathroom. So when I had the water going for a while, I started getting a bit panicky. Elephants. Won't that be cool in a boho elephant journal to go with the, you might have seen in one of my hauls I got a elephant charm. If you haven't seen it yet, you might see it this weekend. Just depends. I never know which video's coming up when. Sometimes I have a backlog of the second-hand items to show and the books to show, so I tend to sit down and film a whole lot at once and then put them out for a few weeks or schedule them for a few weeks, and that way I'm sort of a bit ahead for a change. But yes, some of these pictures will be great for that journal. Like that one and that one. Oh, that's exciting. Beautiful elephant pictures. Animals can be almost human, apparently. I actually think I've got 2 weeks worth of books here, but that's all right. I'm sure I'll get some more because I'm off to the bookstore tomorrow again. So 1979 for this. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at the bunny rabbit. So great illustrations. Beautiful sizes. What was that? How do you spank a porcupine? So it's got some nice bits and pieces in it. The Rose Expert. 87 it was gifted. So I would say it is, 81 it is. That's beautiful. Nice matte picture. It's a cool book. Lots of little bits and pieces in it. You can make a nice rose journal probably just with the bits and pieces in this. A nice retro rose journal. Beautiful. The Impressionist Garden. Ideas and inspiration from the gardens and paintings of the Impressionists. 1994. Yeah, that style of painting's not my thing, but each to their own. Some of it's nice. Still beautiful pictures to use. Woman's Weekly Gardening book and some more end pages. This would have to be 70s. Is it? Yeah, 83. Oh, it's close. It's one I'd probably just harvest and use the ones I like. Problem is I like a lot of them. I've got like probably 2 boxes worth of these sort of books that have your photos, but they're so pretty I can't throw them out, so I must make something with them. Encyclopedia of Australian Gardening, more end pages. Oh, this is the same as the magazines. 1980 it is. I know I got these little magazines. They must have been put out in different issues. And I really love them, and I've got a pile of them here. And they're like this. And every now and again you get a really cool illustration in them. Going to make me a liar, but I know you do. And they're quite retro with their colours, aren't they? I'm going to keep going until I find this illustration. How fast can I go? There's one, parsley. That's not very impressive. You do get some nice ones though. It's making a liar of me. But I'm sure most of you have seen these style magazines around the place. I have to go find mine just to prove to you there are nice illustrations in them occasionally. Well, there's a foxglove. There we go, like a carnation there. But you do get some nice ones. So they're worth going through and harvesting the bits out of, which is what I'll do with that. Must have been cleaning out the gardening eye all day. Yep, end pages. Yes, 71, that one. Did I say what it is? It is the Australian Woman's Weekly Gardening book by Alan Seal. Nice matte photographs, which is cool. Nice big matte pages too to make envelopes and that out of. And big words if you want words. Love that. Beautiful colours. Keith Shackleton, Wildlife and Wilderness, An Artist's World. There's a polar bear. 86. Just beautiful photos in this. Oh, they're illustrations. Yeah, they're paintings and that. Wow, some of them looked really, really realistic. They're gorgeous. They'd make nice centre pages in a journal. Beautiful. And this is Antarctica. Great stories from the frozen continent. Very glossy, 85. Again, another one just to go through and see if there's bits I want for glue booking or for certain journals. My son loves huskies, so I'll have to cut some of them out for his journal, which I still haven't made. So there's some interesting bits and pieces in here. The whales, penguins. Okay, we're on to the last bag finally. So I might start with, what shall I start with? I'll start with this one. I think I showed you one of these a couple of weeks back. Dragonology. So I love these. I've got a few of the different ones in the series and I hoard them. They give you great ideas and you could hack them up if you're like me and you like hacking up good books. And make journals out of the bits and pieces, because there's some really cool stuff in here. So if you're struggling to find different bits and pieces for your dragon journal or whatever, one of these gives you a whole lot of bits and pieces. Now, as I said, I got another one recently, so I'm keeping one for myself, but there's a lovely friend of mine who I am stashing one away for if she ever comes back. She went away to work and I don't know if she's ever going to come back now, so I'm going to put it away for her. Yeah, so it's got a few little dings in it, but otherwise it's in good condition. These are, does it say? 2003. But they're awesome, big pages, but all the little different bits and pieces that you could cut out. And it's got flips and envelopes and all this interactive stuff in there, dragon skin. So heaps of great ideas. If I had any sense, I'd probably keep one of each of these sort of books that I get, and then if I get a second, I can use it in my journal. Just so much that you can do with all these pieces. A Dragonologist's personal record book. Dragon dust. Pockets. And a dragon's eye. It's a gorgeous book. Is this Birds and Reptiles? It's an action sticker book. Now these have usually been used, but their pictures are really cool for fussy cutting. So glue book fodder. And then the stickers are in there, but I can always fussy cut the stickers out and reuse them. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Wonder Books with washable cover. This definitely isn't a washable cover. 1955. Might have to keep this one. Oh, looks like someone's chalked all over it. Have to see if that will come off. It's just on that page. Nice old book though. Some bits and pieces. That's a photo. Looks like an advert or something for the John Butler Trio music group. This is a postcard. Put them down there. And there's another bit. It's a little card, I think, or the front of a card or something, because it's got a typed, "To Simon, I hope you have a good holiday and meet plenty of nice people, and I hope we know each other for a very, very long time." Isn't that sweet? Beatrix Potter. I've got to stop getting these too. I should make a rule now that I'm not allowed to get them unless they're vintage. Like real vintage. It's like it's way too many of them. Oh, receipt. So yeah, I got Story of a Fierce Bad Rabbit. I don't think I have that one. The Tale of Mrs. Tittlemouse. And there's no problem having a couple of them anyway, because then I might keep a collection, and I can't have collections of everything, but these ones are so cute. And The Tale of the Flopsy Bunnies, which is a sweet one as well. And then I got these. Now, I was there when these came into the bookstore. Initially, I binged them because I didn't think anyone would want them. But a couple of my colleagues thought that possibly they might be worth something to someone. So I put them in the boss's office just in case. And then when I went this week, they were on the trolleys out the front. Now, the trolleys out the front, we put magazines down the bottom for free, and we put, because we don't sell magazines in the shop, and then we put books and that aren't necessarily in the best condition but are still pretty good. We put them on the trolleys, and we just ask for a donation to the Heart Kids if people want to take them. So these were sitting out there, and I just thought, well, I don't want to see these go in the bin. They don't have a lot that I would use personally, but there are some really cool little pictures and adverts in them, so I think I'll go through and harvest these for those. So they're the Dog Watch. They used to be published annually by the Ship Lovers Society of Victoria. Yeah. It has $4 on it, so I would think they're not... You'd think they weren't that old with that price on them, but 1983 they are. But I really like these pages. I like the style and the colour of some of the pages. And then you get your old vintage pictures of ships and that as well, which I do kind of like. Oh, there was a bit of poem, an advert, so I'll probably harvest that sort of interesting thing out of them. For ship journals. Some are newer than others. But yeah, pictures like that, absolutely love. And then last book coming. Oh, this one is not in good condition. The Reader's Digest Illustrated Book of Dogs. I love this book, though. It is really not in good condition. That one will be easy to rip up. This one is 1989. My son's been watching... He always gets to watching different stuff on YouTube, and The last couple of days it's been dog training videos. But it's got all these little pictures which are a great size for your journals, but it has the most beautiful illustrations. Mongrels. What do they call them now? Your you know, they make them on purpose and sell them for heaps. But aren't they gorgeous? I've used some of the pictures out of one of these previously in a journal I did for a gentleman that liked dogs. Labradors he likes, so I found the Labradors and chopped them out for him. So that was it for my book haul for this week. It was a bit of a big one, wasn't it, guys? Now I've got to go and find spots for all of those. I must spend a couple of days organising my bookshelf soon, and I think I'll take out the books that don't have a lot of good pages in them, so I can just harvest them to cut the space that they take up down, and then fill up the bookshelf with the ones like this that have heaps of nice pages. So, and then get them, they're in my book cases are organised into things, but they're getting a bit messed up, so I must do that as well. And yes, I will show you all one day my multitude of books and where I put them. I'm just trying to finish cleaning up the craft room first. I've got so many projects I want to do, but since I moved into this craft room, I haven't had it properly organised, and it definitely impedes your ability to craft efficiently and not make more of a mess. So I really need to get myself organised. So take care, stay safe, and I will hopefully see you soon with some crafting. Bye.